Hi, this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Welcome to the South Carolina College Baseball recap for Tuesday, February the 24th. There were 16 games played, and overall it was a really good day for South Carolina teams. Biggest news came out of Snellville, Georgia, where Denmark Tech beat Community Christian College 12-4 in the second game of a doubleheader after losing the first game 9-8. What's so big about that, you ask? Well, Denmark Tech got its first win since 2004. The school dropped baseball after the 2004 season, decided to bring it back over the summer, hired Isaac Wilson III to be the coach, and today they got their first win for the new coach. They lost the first game 9-8. He said, told me that they made some mistakes down near the end that hurt them then, but made up for it in game two, I'd say. Cassie Caputo struck out 7 in 5 innings to get the win, and meanwhile, Tyler Jones had 3 hits, while Quadricus Graves, Isaiah Redfern, and Isaiah Vega had 2 hits apiece in that game. Coach Wilson told me in a text that he's very proud of the guys getting that first win, but he likes the way the team has been growing throughout the season. Said they've gone through some tough losses and done well, learned from some late mistakes, and just getting better. And I think he's excited that even better days are going to be ahead. I've got some comments from him included in the daily roundup on Tuesday at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. They get a chance to win another one on Wednesday, when they play a doubleheader at Trinity Christian College in Florida. Well, what else is going on? Over at Doug Kingsmore Stadium, Clemson battered around in the second inning, scoring 4 runs and beat Presbyterian by a score of 6-2. The Tigers finished their part of the schedule before the South Carolina series with an 8-0 record. The first game of that series is in Columbia on Friday. Game 2 is on Saturday at Segra Park, neutral site, and Game 3 is Sunday at Doug Kingsmore Stadium. By the way, the middle game of the series will air on ACC Network Extra. Clemson's the designated home team. Friday's game is on SEC Network Plus. Sunday's game is on ACC Network Extra. So you can see all 3 games. Don't have to worry about that. Elsewhere on Tuesday, Campbell tied the game at 7. Then Coastal scored 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Trace Mason and Rex Watson drove in 2 runs apiece, and the Chanticleers went on to a 13-7 win. That improved Coastal's record to 6-2. Over at Anderson used back-to-back 9-run innings and overwhelmed Southern Wesleyan by a score of 21-3 in a game halted after 7 innings because of the run rule. Down in Newberry, 4 players had 2 hits apiece, and Francis Marion beat Newberry by a score of 5-3 and extended the Patriots' winning streak to 12 games. Newberry dropped to 9-6. They've lost 2 straight. Benedict extended its winning streak to 5 games over 3 days with a doubleheader sweep of Payne. The Tigers won Game 1 10-4 as Jonathan Olmedo hit 2 home runs. And in Game 2, the Tigers won 8-7. They had a 8-0 lead going to the 7th. Payne scored 7 runs before Benedict got that win. But again, Tigers win 5 straight. They're now 5-3. Up at Conisty Park in Greenville, Bob Jones used 3 big innings and beat Morris 13-3 in the first game of a doubleheader, but the Hornets came back and won Game 2 8-7 for the split. Bob Jones is now 4-7. For Morris, they are 2-6. In Game 2, Bob Jones was down 8-4 going to the bottom of the 7th, scored 3 runs, had the potential tying run at third base, but Morris escaped without the run scoring. In Myrtle Beach, Tristan Strickland, Vaughn McIntyre, and Jake Zahner homered as Florence Darlington Tech beat Danville Area Community College by a score of 18-2 at the Ripken Experience. This was a game that was added after FD Tech lost a couple of games to rain over the weekend. They may be trying to make up that other one too. Columbia International had a big day. They scored 10 runs over the first 3 innings and then tacked on 12 more in the 4th and beat Benedict by a score Voorhees by a score of 23-4. The Rams are now 3-17. They've been going through some growing pains here, but they're doing well. Up in Tigerville, Cooper Noble hit a grand slam in the 8th inning to help North Greenville rout Coker by a score of 14-2. The Trailblazers improved to 14-1. Coker has lost 8 straight games and fell to 1-13. Down in Hardyville, Beaufort in the Beaufort area, Erskine scored 2 runs in the top of the ninth to tie the score, force extra innings, but Cooper McDaniel had an RBI single in the bottom of the inning as USC Beaufort beat Erskine 8-7. That stopped a 7-game losing streak for the Sand Sharks, who are now 4-9. Erskine fell to 4-12. In Spartanburg, Wofford beat Davidson by a score of 12-8. The Terriers had an 8-7 lead, then scored 2 runs in both the 7th and 8th innings to take a 5-run edge. The Wildcats got 1 run closer before the game ended. Wofford improved to 6-2. Bratton Little struck out 8 and 4 2/3 innings of shutout relief for the Terriers. Down in Jacksonville, Max Kaplan pitched 6 shutout innings, and USC Upstate beat North Florida by a score of 7-3 as the Spartans opened a road trip. Johnny Sweeney had 2 hits, including a home run for Upstate, which is now 5-4. Taking a quick look to make sure I didn't overlook a game. This is the second time I taped this because I did miss one the first game. We got them all. That's all 16 games. Well, how about the schedule for Wednesday? All right, we have USC Sumter at Brunswick Community College for a doubleheader, 1 o'clock. USC Lancaster is at Robeson Community College in North Carolina at 1 o'clock. Denmark Tech, as I mentioned earlier, is at Trinity College of Florida for a doubleheader at 2. Lander is at Erskine at 2 o'clock in a neighborhood rivalry. Those teams open the season against each other. Southeastern Community College is at Florence Darlington Tech at 2 o'clock. USC Union plays the Francis Marion JV, or developmental team as they call it, at 4 in Florence. UNCW is at Charleston Southern at 4 o'clock. The Buccaneers, of course, are off to the school's best ever start, 7-0, trying to improve that to 8-0 on Wednesday. The Erskine developmental team is at the Southern Wesleyan developmental team for a 5 o'clock doubleheader in the Central. College of Charleston and East Carolina are playing at Segra Park in Fayetteville, North Carolina. That first pitch is 6 o'clock. Lenore Ryan, which is nationally ranked, comes in to play USC Aiken at 6 o'clock. Queens is at South Carolina at 6:30 in the Gamecocks' final tune-up before the Clemson series. And in the final game of the day, USC Upstate is at Stetson at 6:30. You can always get updates on what's going on at PalmettoStateBaseball.com. Follow my Twitter account or X account. The handle is at PalmettoBase. And this year I've started a Facebook group called Palmetto State Baseball Group, oddly enough. And I want that to be a place where college baseball fans of all teams can get together and talk about baseball, college games. Not really something to rag each other about, but just to kind of help promote the overall game of baseball. If you have some things you'd like to see me do that I'm not doing, email me at rudyjones@PalmettoStateBaseball.com. If you have see some things I'm doing you'd rather I not do, let me know the same thing too. Anyway, that's it for Tuesday night, February the 24th, with the recap. Just want to say this is Rudy Jones of PalmettoStateBaseball.com saying Jesus loves you and good night.